Hi there, my name is Liz Shiro, and this video is going to be about why and how I became a minimalist. I've been a minimalist since April 2020, and this year has been really different.
That's an understatement.
To me, I realized a lot of things while I was in lockdown, and also the important things in my life. So stay tuned, I will explain about that later on. So in April 2020, my boyfriend helped me move back from university back to Toronto with my parents. So I lived in a house with 4 other girls, and I was studying, I'm still studying journalism at Wilfrid Laurier University. And basically, the second I realized that the classes will be online, I thought I don't actually have to pay rent, I might as well just move back home and live with my parents again. We had a lot of storage space, and I just acquired a ton of stuff that I did not expect to actually own. There is this whole entire thing about spending so much money, but also there is a really major problem about owning things that I don't need. And you know, sometimes we have these, when we're decluttering, there are some objects like you're like, but what if I need this in the future? And you just put it in a box, but you don't actually use it ever. That was me. My parents live in an apartment in Toronto. It's a 2-bedroom apartment, and our rooms are pretty big, but we don't really have smart storage space. And I was very horrified about all the things that I had and where I'm going to store them. I used to be this very, extremely messy person, just because I owned so much and I had nowhere to put it. So all my stuff would just end up all over the floor, my drawers would never close properly, and it was a nightmare. Once the lockdown happened, I started being more conscious about the stuff that I'm purchasing, and I also decided to declutter. So I encountered these videos on YouTube about minimalism, and also creators like A Small Wardrobe and Matt Diabella. Those are the people that really made me realize that happiness is not about the stuff, it's like something on the inside. And I've been trying to search for that happiness ever since. I went and I decluttered the first round, and I started with my closet. So I went from 180 items in my closet to 33, and that's been really crazy. So all the items that I didn't know if I wanted to declutter or not, I basically put them in a suitcase for 3 months, and then 3 months later I realized that I do not miss a single one of them. So basically, I ended up with this closet that I feel comfortable in, and I also am very, I love the clothes that I own. I really defined my style, and I know when I'm shopping, I do actually know what I'm looking for specifically. Another really big thing that has changed my life is that I used to be an extremely messy person just because I had a lot of stuff. And when my surroundings are extremely messy and my environment is not pretty, I tend to get very overwhelmed, and that reflects on my work, on my assignments, on my school, on my job. And that's not a really great way to live my life. So I decided, I made a goal to keep my room clean and not spend more than 15 minutes each day cleaning my room. Because before, cleaning used to be my pastime activity, I'm pretty sure. I would just watch TV and clean my room because it took me 3 hours to do that. For the most part, my room does get messy occasionally, but every single item in my life has a home now, and that is the most important aspect of minimalism for me. I was talking to a friend recently, and she asked me to give an example about minimalism and stuff, and I'll give the same example to all of you. So I used to own around 15 lip balms. That is an insane amount of lip balms. Nobody needs 15 lip balms. I decided to declutter all of them. I kept 2 of my favorite ones. One of them is at my night table and the other one is in my purse. And basically, I never lose the 2 lip balms because I know where they are at all times. Before, when I had 15 lip balms, I could never find one just because they were lying all over the place, and it was very exhausting looking for it, so I just ended up not chopping my lips if they needed to be chopped. At that moment, I saw the beauty of owning less just because you know where everything else is, and you don't have to decide where you're going to put it because you've already decided once. You might as well just stick with that decision for the rest of your life or period of your life, depending on what you are doing. I think a lot of people start minimalism because they see all these benefits from the physical side. So in terms of like having less stuff, purchasing less, but I actually did not expect minimalism to affect me mentally too. I basically am deciding to do activities in my life, and I basically set a priority if it's important to me or if it's not important to me. Let me explain. So before, I would put on a full face of makeup every single morning. And that included foundation, blush, eyeliner, eyeshadow. But now I actually figured out a very small makeup routine. I do not need foundation. I sometimes do, but on the days when I do, I just go for pressed powder, and I don't really need a lot of coverage. So basically that it took me about 30 minutes to do my makeup. Now it takes me 10 minutes. And so for the rest of the 20 minutes in every single morning, I can go and edit a YouTube video. I can go write in my journal or meditate. So it depends. I basically just have more time to do what I truly love doing, because I cut out like silly things in my life and now I actually feel more comfortable, and it basically changed my life. This is where I am right now. You probably have expected this like life-changing story, and it is, you know, it doesn't look that grand, but it did truly change me, and I encourage everybody to try minimalism to some extent. You don't have to be that extreme minimalist where you only own like a certain amount of things. You still can own stuff, you just have to decide what's more important to you and what's less important to you. I define the person that I am today, and I'm truly happier because I truly get to do the things that I want to be doing instead of like cleaning my room for 3 hours just because I have to. So I encourage everybody to give minimalism a shot to some degree. You don't have to be an extreme minimalist, but grabbing those concepts and applying to one specific part of your life could be a really great way for you to just feel more relaxed and happier. This is it for this video. This was my basically starting journey, and this is how and why my life has become better with minimalism. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this, I create weekly videos on YouTube, so please subscribe and hit that bell down below and tell me about your experience with minimalism. Are you a minimalist, or are you considering trying it? Please tell me in the comment section down below.